Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel AK Coding. Today we will discuss the differences between Kafka, ActiveMQ and RabbitMQ. These three giants domains are the word of messaging and event-driven architectures, but they are designed for very different purpose. In this video, I will break down their key differences and use cases and help you decide which one should you choose in your next project. Stay tuned till the end because I will also share real world example where each of them shines. First, let's understand what these systems actually do. Message queues are the like post office. You drop a message and someone else pick it up. They help different services in your system communicate asynchronously, meaning they don't have to wait each others. Now let's quickly define our three players. ActiveMQ, a traditional message broker built on JMS, that is Java Message Service Standard. RabbitMQ, another broker, lightweight and very flexible, based on AMQP protocol. Kafka, a distributed streaming platform built for high throughput and real-time event streaming. How they differ? Let's understand with architectural aspect. ActiveMQ. ActiveMQ is broker-based architecture designed around JMS-based systems, reliable but best for the smaller scale applications. RabbitMQ, it is also broker-based architecture, message routing in super flexible with concepts like exchanges, queues and bindings. Kafka, it is distributed log system. Messages are stored in partitions and consumer need to read at their own place. Now let's understand the differences with performance aspect. ActiveMQ. ActiveMQ is good for enterprise app but slower as compared to others. RabbitMQ. It handles thousands of messages per second, great for the background jobs. Kafka, it handles millions of messages per second, built for the big data pipelines, analytics and real-time streaming. So here Kafka is a top performer and second number RabbitMQ and third number is ActiveMQ. Now let's understand with message retention aspect. In ActiveMQ and RabbitMQ, messages are deleted once consumed, while Kafka messages are persist on the disk for a set time, even after being consumed. This makes it great for the replaying data. Now let's see the differences with use case aspect. ActiveMQ. It is super fit for the legacy systems. Enterprise messaging with JMS-based architecture. It is a simple queue if needed. RabbitMQ. It is super useful in task queues, background processing, job scheduling, communication between microservices. Kafka. It is ultimate fit for the event streaming, real-time analytics, log aggregation and handling massive data pipeline in super fast manner. Now let's put this into context with real world use cases. ActiveMQ. If you need banking apps where you need reliable messaging with Java based systems. RabbitMQ. It is fit like e-commerce order processing where each order triggers tasks like inventory check, payment and notifications. Kafka, Netflix, Uber and LinkedIn, they all use Kafka for real-time data streaming, recommendation engines and event-driven architectural systems. So how do you decide? If you are working with legacy enterprise apps, use ActiveMQ. If you need simple and reliable task queues, go with RabbitMQ. If your system need to handle real-time data streaming at scale, go with Kafka. Kafka is super winner for the performance perspective. Now let's understand Kafka versus ActiveMQ versus RabbitMQ with comparison table. Type: Kafka is distributed stream platform. ActiveMQ is traditional message broker, where RabbitMQ is message broker. Protocol support. Kafka have custom its own Kafka protocol, while ActiveMQ uses JMS, Atom, MQTT, AMQP protocol, and RabbitMQ uses AMQP by default and MQTT, Atom and HTTP protocol. Message model. Kafka uses publisher and subscriber stream based model. ActiveMQ uses point-to-point and pub and sub model. RabbitMQ uses queue-based pub and sub routing via exchanges model. Performance and speed. Kafka is very high that serve millions of messages per second. ActiveMQ is medium level performance, that is enterprise grade. RabbitMQ is slower than Kafka and ActiveMQ. It is lightweight. Message storage. In Kafka, messages store for a configuration time. Replay support. In ActiveMQ, messages remove once consumed, and in RabbitMQ, it also deleted messages once consumed. Scalability. Kafka is excellent in the scalability, and ActiveMQ is limited, and RabbitMQ is good but not as scalable as Kafka. Reliability. Kafka has high reliability and high fault tolerance. ActiveMQ is reliable, mature enterprise support. RabbitMQ is also reliable, support clustering. Best for. Kafka is best for real-time streaming, big data pipeline and analytics logs. ActiveMQ. It is support for the enterprise integration, legacy systems with JMS. RabbitMQ. It is fit for the task queues, job scheduling, microservices communication. Examples of use. Netflix, Uber, LinkedIn uses Kafka. Banking apps, legacy Java system uses ActiveMQ. E-commerce order processing, background jobs uses RabbitMQ. That's it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tech insights videos. See you next time. Until then, keep coding and stay curious.